graying out a video celebrating pulling down the artwork from Ocean Terminal, celebrating, what a strange word for that. But actually it's nice to move on. Um, graying up, graying out went up just before Christmas, and at the time I was quite nervous about it. I On the art level, a lot of my stuff had already been shown at Ocean Terminal, and I didn't want to repeat myself. So I knew I had to produce a lot more work in order to have any choice what went up at all, in that I only had a certain amount of stuff. And when I put it up, I was very conscious of the fact that, well, I'd have liked to choose the best out of 60 instead of the best out of 45 for a probably 35 to 40 piece show. But going back, I'm actually really quite a lot more happy with it, the stuff that was up there than I'd remembered. Of note, the painting we're about to see is part of my explanation of this as well. It is the cover of a book I'm writing. Probably not ready to tell you more than that, although we're really quite far through the process, and I'm really hoping that we'll be seeing the results incredibly soon. That is not the cover of the book. Yeah, so getting it up was a bit of a worry, and I had fears about it being shut down by the world pandemic, and indeed that did happen. I'm not entirely sure how much of the time this exhibition was actually shut off from the public. First of all, with the entire building, as we went into complete lockdown and people were basically not really allowed out of their houses except for exercise. And then at a later date, this part of the building was still cordoned off. And whilst people were allowed into the shopping centre, the idea of them coming to enjoy an exhibition, I'd say that kind of leaned in the direction of morally frowned upon. So, wow, what a challenge. And that's why the gallery very generously let me have an exhibition for 8 months. That's a ridiculous length of an exhibition. Um, what else to say? Um, that kind of brings me to the whole ethos of the exhibition, which I also hugely struggled with. My work, I like to paint complex people having a complex time, and I don't know whether now is the time when the world is crying out for such stuff. Most people have lives that are complex enough at the moment. Um, and, at points, most of us were locked up and miserable. Some of us ill and seriously ill. So that made things a little hard for me, to feel that I was going to be able to motivate, get people excited about an exhibition that could be accused of being a little bit over sad in a world that probably needed cheered up. Internally, I can justify that. I think when I'm sad, I listen to sad music. I find things that can connect with my sadness. Because I think listening to happy things, seeing happy things when you're sad can sometimes feel rather lonely. But that was definitely a bit of a struggle. Um, but there it is. I have to say, I like public architecture. I like these spaces, their feel. I'm really hoping that this video will have the sounds in the backdrop, kind of the gentle hubbub of people and stuff like that. It's so atmospheric. Uh, almost dreamlike for all of its banal reality. Um, Thanks ever so much to the Leith Collective for, um, sorry, the Image Collective, which is part of the Leith Collective, for having this show up for quite so long. Amazing, really. And also, yeah, thank you if you managed to make, and thank you for your time if you've made it this far through the video. Yeah, Grey Whispers now going silent, but that's good. I'm looking forward to new projects. As I said, I'm doing a book, and I can't wait to get that done as well. Just to move on to new things. Very exciting. Right, thank you for your time.